Hello, I am Quinny. Welcome to the channel. In this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about my favourite subject, how to play Sorare. I'm going to break everything down in basic layman's terms to help you get started so that when you do open your account and start getting up and running, you know exactly how the cards work, what divisions there are, what division you're actually interested in, as well as what players, etc. At any point in the video today, if you do laugh, you learn, you like something, whatever, please do like, subscribe, and share, and retweet, and all that good stuff. If you haven't even opened up your Sorare account yet, there's a link in the description of this video that will entitle you to a free card, free limited, once you've bought 5 from the market. It's the best way to sign up. It's the way everyone joins. And if you sign up to Sorare and you haven't used that link in the description down below, you're one card worse off than everyone else. When you get that card, you can keep it, you can sell it, you can do absolutely anything you want with it. If you have any questions on how to get started like that, just hit me up in the comment section down below and I'll respond. And without any further ado, guys, let's get stuck into it. If you could hit the subscribe button, I do daily videos on Sorare, everything from hints, tips and tricks all the way through to live streams and tips on cheap players to buy. That will also automatically enter you into my March giveaway. I'm giving away a rare Davy Klaassen, who's a midfielder for Ajax, and 2 limited goalkeepers. If you want to stick around to the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, before you even buy any cards off the market to get your free limited, once you've hit that link and you go through all the onboarding process, you will have a full team of common cards. Common cards are white and they go into the casual league. Everyone who enters this league gets a prize. 100% of entrants at the moment get a free common card. So it's highly encouraged that you do this every week to get yourself familiar with the game, what players you like, how the scoring matrix works exactly. It's absolutely free to play. There's no time limit on it or anything like that. And it means you can really cut your teeth and really learn the ropes here. Now, once you get into the other divisions, they're all dictated by what cards you've bought, what games you can actually play, okay? So for all of them, first and foremost, they're all broken into regions, okay? So we've got Global All-Star, does what it says on the tin. You can play anyone of any age in any division. My goalkeeper here, for example, currently plays in Argentina. My defender in Scotland. Then we've got Under 23, which is the exact same as Global All-Star, but it has an age restriction that they have to be 23 or younger as of the last time we had a 1st of June. If that makes sense. So on the 1st of June this year, anyone who's 24 or older is not eligible for under 23s forevermore, and anyone who is 23 on that date will still be eligible for one more year of U23. Champion Europe is the top 5 divisions in European football: the English Premiership, Serie A, La Liga, the Bundesliga, Liga 1. Challenger Europe is every other European competition that is available. And there's a lot of them. They all go into Challenger Europe. That's Turkey, Scotland, Holland, Portugal, Switzerland, Croatia, Russia, Austria, Belgium, the English Championship. Did I say Belgium twice? Turkey. Did I say Turkey? There's a lot. Champion America, which is MLS, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, and everything in between. Now, the rare division is the one that attracts the most interest, okay? In the rare division, you can actually play a couple of different cards. So in all the ones that are just called the region, like this one here is just called All-Star, so that's All-Star Rare, you can play a maximum of 1 common, one of the white cards that you get for free at the beginning. Most people use that as their goalkeeper to start with because goalkeepers are very expensive. And then all these divisions in rare have a parallel division where it's called Pro. So here we've got All-Star Pro, and in this one you can actually start to add in a maximum of 2 super rares, which is the blue cards. In the super rare division, it's the exact same. There's no pro element. There's just 1 division per region, and you can have a maximum of 1 unique, which is a black card, a maximum of 1 rare, which is a red, and then you can have as many blues as you want in this division. For the unique division, it's the exact same. You need a minimum of 3 uniques. These are the 4 scarcities. The limiteds are typically the cheapest you can get your hands on. Each player, each season, gets 1,000 of these maximum, okay? The red one next is a rare. Each player, each season that's licensed will get a maximum of a 100. Got the blue ones here, and they get a maximum of 10 per season. The reason I've used Trippy is I wanted to make sure to highlight this at this point is you own the cards for life until you sell them, of course. So me having that Trippier card, I can still play that even though he's at Newcastle. If the card transfers to any other division that's covered by Opta, you can still play them. You can still make the scores from them. And then the black one here is a unique, and each player gets 1 of these maximum per season. In the game week center, the prize pool is where you find out exactly what you can win from each division. This works on what's called a dynamic reward system, so it changes every game week depending on how many licensed players and clubs, etc. are actually in action. So it's important you check that every game week to work out what's the best division payout wise for you and the cards that you've collected. On the podium, you'll always get an Ethereum, some sort of cash payout, as well as the best cards available in the tournament. And as you can see, they break it into a star tier, a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3. And there's a much anticipated tier 4 maybe coming out. Star tier is of course the best, and tier 4 would be the worst. The players are graded into those tiers based on their SO5 performance and the market activity, you know, if it's a really expensive player or that kind of thing. It's not a perfect system, it's definitely a little bit broken. By and large, for there only been 4 sections, the majority of it's fairly accurate. Now, for each of these allocations of the cards, so the blue ones get 10, the red ones get 100, the gold ones get 1,000, and the black ones get 1. Each of those allowances gets split in half, basically. Half of that allowance will be sold to the open market, in which case me and you will be bidding on auctions for them. And the other half, Sorare manufacture and then reserve to be issued out in those prize pools we were just speaking about. So even though there's going to be 1,000 of these Hallands this year, only 500 of them will be available for purchase, circa, and the other ones will be dished out in form of a reward. So the only way to get that 5 is to be enter tournaments and try and win them. All the player scores work between 0 and 100, and it works in a kind of twofold system. So the players can pick up a decisive score for things like goals and assists, and then they also make up an all-round score, which is based on general gameplay, you know, in terms of duels, passes, big chances created, all this type of stuff. It's personalised to each position, whether it's a defender, a midfielder, or a striker we're talking about. So even the guys that don't get involved in decisive actions like goals and assists, even things like goal line clearances do come into that category. Those players that don't get those things, they can still rack up a huge, what we call an AA score, all-round score, enough to still be competitive and be useful. It's one of the great things about playing Sorare Global Fantasy Football is so many players get such great utility. It's not just the goal scorers and the big household names. Ibrahim Sangar here picked up 99 points in the last game week, and his all-round score was 64. He didn't score, he didn't get an assist or anything, and he's competing points-wise with, as we just seen there, Georgios Giacomakis, who got on a hat-trick and an assist. That's just how big and how impressive Ibrahim Sangar's performance was in terms of all the counts that he did for passes, tackles won, passes to the final third, all that kind of stuff. So there's plenty of different player profiles that are interesting. You can shop all across the world and you can mix and match them to your heart's content, really. When it comes to the actual 5-a-side, it's quite simply 1 for each position: goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, forward. You then have a 5th slot. You can pick any position that's not a goalkeeper to fill that, and then you can make any player your captain. Every card, when it's brand new, starts at level 0 out of 20, and if it's an in-season card, i.e. it's been sold in the same season that it's currently playing in, you get a guaranteed 5% bonus. So at the end of the season, any current season cards will lose that 5% bonus. But once you get the XP up really, really high, the full bonus, once it gets completed, is 10% without that season multiplier. That should take roughly about 2 seasons to complete based on Sorare's expectations, and in my experience, it's taken about that length of time to get my Memphis Depay up to level 19, who I bought on the 10th of July 2020. Super Rares work in the exact same way, but they start off with 20% regardless, and they have their 5% season bonus. So this card here starts with 25 when I get it, because it's in season and it's a super rare, and then with it moving up 4 levels, it's getting an extra 2%. Even though it'll lose its its in-season bonus, the super rare will always retain the super rare bonus. And with a unique, it's the exact same, but it's double a super rare, so it starts off at plus 40%. Limiteds work the exact same as rares, and they never cross each other in competition. So even though they have the exact same bonus levels and makeup, because they don't cross compete with each other, they can live in isolation like that. It does get a wee bit confusing at first, and if they do eventually marry in a division that includes limiteds and rares, as we all speculate, there will have to be some sort of adjustment to how the XP structure works when those things cross over. So do keep that in mind for the future. I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. About to pop on screen now some other videos I've made that YouTube thinks you might like. I hope you've enjoyed this. Sincerely, if you do have any questions or I didn't explain anything well enough, please do leave it in the comment section down below and I'll help you out. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Let's get into all the giveaway stuff before I let you go. I'm still doing monthly giveaways and I'm making it easier to enter. If you want to be entered to win this month's prize or any future giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, you need to be a subscriber to enter, then leave a comment down below. Each month, a random comment from a random video will be selected as the winner, so the more videos you leave a comment on, the better the chance you've got of winning any of my giveaways. All the winners are announced at the end of videos the same way as we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. As always guys, if you've enjoyed the video today, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. On screen there now is some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.